official. Sir Jim Ratcliffe completes £1.3 billion deal to become a Man Utd co-owner. The petrochemicals billionaire and lifelong United fan has officially taken a quarter share in the club after his investment was officially confirmed. Ratcliffe and his Ineos group have paid more than £1 billion for 25%, which will rise to close to 30% following a further £238 million injection into the Premier League giants. Ahead of the announcement, the new arrivals had effectively taken control of footballing operations at the club from majority owners the Glazers and have swiftly gone about making their mark. Following a swoop for Manchester City's Omar Barada, who will become new chief executive, an approach has been made for Newcastle United's sporting director, Dan Ashworth, and other new hires, focusing on recruitment and football performance are expected in the near future. Those changes are now likely to gather pace as they seek to restore United to the top of world football. The deal finally got the go-ahead after the A-share tender offer closed. The period in which holders of Class A shares can tender them for sale had been extended from February 14th until 23:59 on February 16th. United's majority owners, the Glazers, effectively put the club up for sale in November 2022. After a long, drawn-out saga, where it was uncertain whether Ratcliffe's bid would see of competition from Qatar's Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Ineos owner's £1.3 billion investment was announced on Christmas Eve. The Premier League board reviewed and approved Ratcliffe after the lifelong United fan passed the owners and directors test and signed the owners' charter. Now Ratcliffe has officially taken control of football operations. He has the option to buy more Class B shares from the Glazers should they decide to sell more. Meanwhile, United and Newcastle are expected to reach an agreement over Ashworth in the coming days, Mail Sport understands. A formal approach from Man Utd is being prepared for the sporting director, and a swift conclusion is the preference of all parties. Mail Sport understands Ashworth wants to swap St James's Park for Old Trafford, and, if a compensation package is agreed, there is likely to be movement in the coming days, even though a lengthy period of gardening leave is probable. It's reported that Ratcliffe is so confident of getting his man that no alternatives have been contacted for the role. Ratcliffe is joined on a new-look board by Ineos Sports CEO Jean-Claude Blanc and Sir David Brailsford, their Director of Sport. Brailsford began work at the club's Carrington training ground in January while Ratcliffe attended United's Premier League game against Tottenham Hotspur, sitting alongside Sir Alex Ferguson. As part of his desires to change football operations at the club, his methods could include using a data-led approach, chasing younger players in the transfer market, and taking a scythe to Erik ten Hag's influence over transfers. Director of Data Science Dominic Jordan, who inaugurated the role in 2022, said he expects his field to be transformational for the side. United's current boardroom doesn't boast a sporting director, a decision that has been heavily criticized during a period when the club's recent recruitment has been scrutinized.